Okay, so when I was in hospital I didn't initially do many videos, as you will find out, so I'm gonna splice some videos in to give you a bit of context as to what's going on throughout the week of hospital. In an operating theatre, you're meant to have 16 green lights that signify the operating theatre's ready and you can perform surgery. And I had 15 green lights for about 3.5–4 hours. I obviously had no idea. I was knocked out. I was under general anaesthetic. My surgeon pushed and pushed and pushed and got my operating theatre fixed with about half an hour to spare before they were going to kick me out, wake me up and say, off you go back home again. 4 AM, I had an x-ray. It was excruciatingly painful because I had to move. It was awful. While I was in the ICU, I, with significant assistance, managed to sit up. They were going to attempt to get me to stand up, but I felt sick, so I was given anti-sickness pills and basically told to go back down to bed, which was fine. I then got transferred down to Brodie ward, which was where I would spend the rest of my week. In the afternoon I had Alice, my dad and my brother come and visit me. My brother was the most awkward person in the world. I had a tank full of blood that was coming out from my chest drain that I had in. And he was sat next to it. I didn't realise it was my blood. I don't know what he thought it was, but he kept kicking it and I was like, Stu, can you not, because that's actually really painful. And he didn't understand, so I was like, okay, just go sit on the other side of the bed. And then he starts kicking his foot again and I was like, oh, something feels weird. Turns out he's kicking my catheter, so you can imagine how that was feeling. So eventually he was just told to sit at the end of the bed where there was nothing, and yeah, that was interesting. I'm alive, I survived, I'm in pain, but it's okay.
You doing your bit?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Nothing. They do. I sat up, attempted to stand, but again, immediately as soon as I was any further than this, I couldn't do it and I was put on anti-sickness pills. I had some doctors and some nurses come and talk to me, and we established that my breathing was an issue. So I had 2 broken ribs, which they had to do, which was fine. But as a result of that, my lungs weren't able to reach full capacity because it hurt too much to breathe deeply. So I got put on an oxygen thing, and it was meant to be temporary. Spoiler alert, I was on oxygen until day 6.5 in hospital, so yeah. In the evening I had my first set of visitors, which was really, really lovely. I was disgusting in terms of my aesthetic, but having friends come and see me was amazing, so thank you so much, Ben and Paige, for coming. Big news today. Today I managed to stand up. Didn't manage to walk, but I managed to stand up. Again, not sleeping. Managed to eat 2 meals. I keep skipping breakfast because I'm not sleeping. I'm not hungry when the breakfast comes around. Day 4, I managed to get out of bed. I managed to get out of bed, walk 4 steps and sit in a chair. This was huge. This was like, oh, she's finally recovering. Good. They even took my oxygen off when I did this, so that was a huge like, woo! I've had, I think, 4 x-rays now. The porters are amazing. They are the unsung heroes of hospitals, and I will never not say that. The best surprise of my bloody life. So my second family is the only way to describe my relations to them. The Howards. Sarah and Rhiannon came all the way down from bloody Haverhill to come and see me in hospital. I genuinely thought I was about to have a heart attack because I could not breathe, I couldn't speak, I was so shocked. And it was so warming and comforting to know that people care so much about me that they will travel that distance to see me in hospital. Honestly, I was blown away. I cannot tell you how emotional I was on Sunday because suddenly I was given this new inspiration to actually get out of bed, to go walking, to do what I was meant to do. It was just honestly some of probably the most exciting part of the whole journey. I was so grateful. It was, wow, yeah, can't put that into words, so thank you. I still have not walked properly, so my physio, who I adored to pieces, basically gave me the toughest love I've ever had and said, get up now. Okay, I will get you morphine and I will give you anti-sickness pills, but you are going to walk. And I was so angry at her that she was being so strict with me. I was like, fine, I'll get up and walk. And I started walking. And it is the most bizarre feeling to not know where to put your feet. I had my best friend, Shannon, come and see me. She told me that my pee was the right colour because, you know, student nurse, she knows all this, and she was looking at my catheter. Penultimate day in hospital, still really struggling with my oxygen. My catheter came out today. That was very painful and very bizarre feeling afterwards. I can now move enough that I'm capable to get to the toilet on my own, which is great. I can also shower on my own, which is lovely because I hate the bed baths, they're disgusting. With my physio, I also conquered the stairs, which was actually not that hard. Final day in hospital. Everything is fine other than my oxygen. The doctors are slightly concerned, but essentially my time is up. It feels really weird. I've just recorded like 20 minutes worth of video to summarise what I did over 7 days, and in reality I don't think I'll ever be able to accurately articulate just how painful, how exhausting, how upsetting the whole journey was. If I could go back and tell that version of myself that you're gonna make it, you're gonna actually be really good, I wouldn't tell myself, because I had to go through that journey in order to get to this place. I'm really grateful for where I am. I'm so grateful for all the support I've had from my friends. But this has also been one of those really important self-reflective journeys, because if I didn't believe that I could do this, I would not have got here. I've definitely been inspired by my friends and my family. It's been such like a lonely journey, and now it's not over. I don't think it'll ever be over, but it's definitely coming to kind of a steady point where there's not much more for me to say.
Sorry, now I know this will pull a little bit. There we go. Okay. It's nice and impressive. Yep. Sorry, lovely. There we go. It's all off, alright.
Hi, I was meant to do this earlier today, but it's been really stressful. But essentially it's day 1 of being at home and recovering. I'm in bed now, which is cool. Had all 3 meals today, did everything really well. I got quite tired because I had a shower, and I finally got to wash my hair, which was, oh my god, amazing. There is something that's so wonderful about being able to have clean hair after a week of not having it. So I'm very grateful. Good, I managed to sit up and get up and do most things on my own. I had a few wobbles, but I think that's to be expected. As time goes on, those will get less and less. Photo. You're a knob.
It's okay, don't worry, I'll iron your shirt.
Thank you.
I left the house. Let's go get some Smarties.
Hey guys, so it's day 7 and it's going really well, I think. Everyone seems really happy. I was at St George's yesterday to have a wound check, and yeah, Christina was over the moon. She said it looks really good, really clean, really slick. I'm walking around a lot more. I can get out of bed on my own now, which is really exciting. I can make my own cup of tea, I can almost shower on my own. I just need someone to help me with my shampoo because it still hurts to move my right arm because of the broken ribs. But yeah, it's been great. Like the last 7 days I've been so much better. I've had bad days, but I think that's expected. I was really lucky. I've had some amazing visitors. I had my gorgeous cat come and visit me, and we sat and gossiped and drank tea, and it was really nice. It was really natural, and it kind of just felt like nothing had happened. So that was lovely. And then my amazing Meg came to see me with her gorgeous daughter Amelia, who didn't cry when she saw me, which was so exciting. So that was lovely, and Alice has been here all the time. And then the best surprise of all was Chloe turned up yesterday, because I had no idea. I was sat eating dinner and she turned up, which was lovely, and we had a good old catch up and a gossip and cuddles and compared hospital notes, which was funny. And today I'm seeing my friend Lily, which is really exciting because I haven't seen her in ages, and I think Alice is going to come over in the evening. So yeah, I'm doing okay. I feel a lot more positive. I have got my appetite back. I'm starting to sleep a bit better, contrary to how bad the bags under my eyes are looking. I'm actually sleeping alright. Starting to look a bit more like me, because I kind of looked a bit like an alien for a while there.
What are we doing?
Getting on all. How are you getting on?
I'm tired. Well, I'm good. It's steep. Wee hill.
Yeah? Where are we going?
Maalan!
Time to go shopping!
What are we doing? Shopping? Again? Yes! I've been walking around a lot, and yeah. Hey Stu.
Are you recording me now for this recovery video?
Just be nice. Come
I mean,
on.
oh my god, Rachel, how are you feeling? Oh my god, please tell me you're okay. Do you need anything? Do you want a cup of tea? I'm not making you a cup of tea. Cut that bit out. But, oh my god! What can I do for you?
Stop being mean to me.
I'm not being mean. I'm being nice.
Come on.
I can see the head.
in! Oh my goodness!
One more push! Gas it
I don't even like red wine.
Hey, it's day 36 post-op. I know I haven't done anything really for a while, but today was important, really important, because I went back to uni. People are terrifying. They are so unpredictable, and like they move so much quicker than I can move, and I'm literally like, I'm just gonna wait for you all to walk past me and then I will go on my journey. I had a 5-hour meeting with Sport Roehampton, which was really good. As vice captain of the swim team, had to attend. Besides the chairs, which were agonising, but you can't win them all. I am officially off all my meds, but today I decided to take some pain relief just because I really hurt after not being able to like lean against the back of the chairs because the chairs were curved, and I can't curve now. So yeah, scoliosis sucked. Now I kind of miss it. Other than that, I've been fine. I've been a lot more independent. I'm back in my flat in London, which is lovely. Got a big freshers fair tomorrow, where I've got to promote the heck out of swimming. Try and get some no swimmers. That'll be nice. Yeah, so that's gonna be really busy tomorrow, which is terrifying. Everyone's been great. Everyone that I've seen so far has been so lovely that I know or knows what's happened, so that's been great. Started all my reading for next week. That I think is what I'm most worried about, is next week, the first official week of kind of getting back into the swing of academia again, and also going to uni 3 times a week, and then actually having to like rest and use the 2 days a week to be like, okay, but I should be fine. I'm not too worried. Roehampton Uni has been fab, for want of a better word. I use the word phenomenal too much, so I'm using fab. My personal tutor has been so supportive. Our disabilities coordinator has been super supportive. Not that I feel like I qualify as disabled, but due to the nature of my mobility, I am able to, if needs be, ask for help from them, which is great. But I seem pretty mobile. My leg muscles and my arm muscles are increasing daily because of the amount of I have to use everything else to get up still, but I'm getting there. I can now get off a chair without wincing. Not so much as sofas. Sofas are still quite hard. And getting out of bed is still a trouble, but I can do it on my own. And it takes half the time than it did 2 weeks ago, so that's always a bonus. It's just a really slow process, and I'm on, what, week 5 post-op? So yeah, week 5. So next week is like the final week of hardship, and then recovery just has to kind of come from me until November 15th, because that is when I'm gonna start swimming again. I've decided. Yeah, next week I'm also gonna try and pop over to St George's and pick up my x-rays from St James's Wings, so that should be fun.
Whoa.
Hey! It's been a while. It's day 65 post-surgery. I've basically just been a dork. Like, I haven't done one of these in ages, and there's been like 4 times in the past couple of weeks where I've been like, oh, I should so do a video about this. I'll do it later. A lot has happened. I've settled into uni, everything's going really well. My tutors have been so understanding, it's been incredible. Everything was going really well up until about this time last week, and I started to get this immense pain in like my coccyx area, and it was restricting me from sitting down like this, sleeping, walking.
So I, being me, left it. Oops. For ages and ages and ages. And then on Saturday morning at like 2 AM I contemplated going to A&E because it was that bad. Didn't go. Took some painkillers and was like, oh, I'll be fine, let's just let the codeine sink in, it'll be great. Then Sunday I actually went to A&E and they were like, oh, it's just a load of tight muscles around like where your coccyx is because of all the nerves that have been like dead after your surgery, and you'll be fine, go. And I was like, okay. 15th of October I went to go see Christina, had my last x-rays done for a long time, and everything's perfect. Everything is so good, which is amazing. I told her about the muscle pain and she was like, yeah, you're gonna get that, not gonna lie. Oh my god, the most amazing thing in the world has happened. So, on Monday, so this is quite new, I'm not that far behind, I'm like 4 days behind on this one. I just cried. I could start exercising 5 weeks ahead of schedule. This time next week, I am officially kind of marking myself, not as like recovered, but as back to old Rachel, in the sense of I am gonna go out with my friends, dress up for Halloween and get merry, because I'm not gonna say smashed because I don't think I trust myself and other people around me when I'm in that kind of state yet. I'm definitely gonna have a gin and tonic or 5. Next night I'm going to go out again. Christ, I already am going back to old Rachel. Emily and Meg. It's such a mouthful. I'm so excited. 2 nights out in a row. Christ, I feel like from get-go, I feel like Halloween is my goal. I'm still massively depressed, don't get me wrong. This is all a big facade. I've been definitely dealing with some like mad post-op depression, which is a genuine thing. I googled it. Just in the sense of I hate not being physically fit fully. I know it's gonna take ages, but I'm such an impatient person, and like I really miss just being able, like this morning I couldn't remember or like process in my brain how my core muscle was gonna pull me up out of bed. So I rolled onto my side and got up that way. So that's kind of like really struggling, like an ongoing issue with me at the moment. I mean, I'm doing it, I'm dealing with it. I'm like writing all my feelings out. Like I have a diary that I've kept all year. That's definitely been helping loads. I'm starting to talk to real people about my issues, not just a camera, which will eventually go to all my real friends who are then going to be like, you stupid idiot, why didn't you say anything? Blah, 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 blah. Well, because I'm terrified, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm okay. It's the 13th of November. That's 2 days until the 3-month mark. Today I finally went swimming. It was terrifying. My goal was to actually just, it sounds stupid, and to anyone who knows me it's going to be like, what? My goal was to just get in the water because I didn't expect, but I did. I did front crawl, backstroke, breaststroke and 4 tumble turns, and it felt okay. We're gonna probably go back either next week or the week after, just keep building on it. But I feel happy, I feel confident. Swimming was my one thing that I was scared I wouldn't get back to, and I am back to it slowly. I feel really heavy when I swim. I feel like I definitely have metal in me when I swim, but that's okay. Get over that, it will just become second nature, I hope.
You should be proud of yourself.
According to Alice, I should be proud of myself.
Hey.
Now the swim team can stop moaning at me because I am technically training now. So I'm getting there, guys. I'm sorry, I'm so slow. Yeah, goal is to be competing again by March, so roll on varsity. Woo. It's time to say goodbye to this little project of mine. The last 3 months, in all honesty, have probably been the hardest 3 months of my entire life. I have experienced physical pain like I have never experienced it. I have experienced mental upset in a way that I don't think I will ever feel again, because it was very much isolated to the moment. A lot of people have been commenting how annoying I have become because all I ever talk about is scoliosis. Woo! Frankly, screw you. This journey has become the most important part of my adolescent life, and I'm not ever gonna stop talking about it, I don't think. This has become a part of me. Literally, I mean, I have 2 rods, 10 screws, and a whole new outlook on everything as a result of this surgery. And I don't think when you go through something like this, you should be quiet. I think when you go through something like this, especially like scoliosis, which is not spoken about, you don't hear about scoliosis ever. I think there was a massive spike in interest after Princess Eugenie's iconic wedding dress, and I cannot tell you how inspiring and important it was for me to see that picture in that moment in this journey, because I was going through some really deep and dark body confidence issues, because in my head, why would anyone ever find someone attractive that has a bright red scar down their back that goes down pretty much the entirety of their back, and has another scar from where their chest drain is, and is still recovering from broken ribs because they haven't healed properly, and who still has a slight amount of blood in her lungs because there were complications she wasn't aware of during her surgery? Why would anyone find this version of me attractive? Long and the short of it is because someone who has these scars and someone who has been through the spinal fusion or spinal correction surgery is someone who has such incredible physical and mental strength to be able to come through the other side. I want to say thank you to all my friends and family and nurses and blah blah blah, but I just don't feel like there are good enough words. My brain is constantly struggling to compute what you guys have got me through, so all I can say is thank you. There's no other words. I'm really sad that this journey is slowly coming to an end, because it's actually been one of the most rewarding things I've ever challenged myself to do. But I'm really proud that I've done it. I'm really grateful that people have stuck with me through it, and I don't want this to be a goodbye, because talking aimlessly to a camera that may one day reach someone who needs it, that just feels like it shouldn't be a goodbye. But thank you. Thank you and thank you. And I hope that one day I will see you